Welcome and welcome back. Krista David here. I am going to close. Am I closing my budget or let's try that again. Hey friend, Krista David here. I wanted to say thank you for tuning in and thank you for coming back. I wanted to go ahead and plan out the first paycheck of December and do a little cash stuffing. So if that sounds interesting to you, then get in here. We're going to talk about my real numbers and then we're going to cash stuff some real money. If you are new here, my name's Krista David. I'm an artist and a small business owner, and I am using a variety of strategies to help me reach financial independence on or before my 50th birthday. I will be 46 next week, December 11th. So we don't have a whole lot of time to waste. But I believe in miracles, and so far, God has just amazed me with what He's caused me to accomplish in the short time that I have been on this financial independence journey. And quite honestly, since I became financially literate at the age of 36, that's when I started becoming financially literate. Budgeting, cash envelopes, paying off debt, all that stuff. So it hasn't been that long, but so much has happened in that time. But anyway, in this video, we're going to talk about the first paycheck of December. I actually got paid on, and I'm still tweaking my budget sheets. Once they're working 100% for me, then I will share them and put them in the Etsy shop. Until then, I'm going to keep tweaking with them. This is my third month tweaking them and working with them. And every time I use them, I want to make different changes to it just to make managing my budget by hand, so pen and paper, a little simpler and a little easier. So, but they will be up before Christmas, I promise. So, okay, let's just get into it. So I got paid on November 28th. But this is money that's going to cover most of December. So that's why I'm counting it as the first paycheck in December. And here's what we got. My paycheck, I get paid. I am a W-2 employee of my own company. I guess I should have said that. That's been the case for the past couple years. And my company, my public health company, pays me every 2 weeks, and separate from my paycheck, my company covers my health insurance premium every month and my therapy sessions weekly. Okay, so that's why you see pay and benefits. The benefits is my therapy and my health insurance premium. In previous budgets, let me show you. I would put the benefits separate from the paycheck. So that's my standard paycheck, $3,351 after taxes every 2 weeks. And then the benefits could be $970 for one paycheck and then $400 for the other. So this paycheck, we have a total of $3,751 for both my paycheck and my medical benefits. Medical and therapy benefits. And then I am moving some medical savings. I should put savings there over. And these weren't really medical savings. I got a surprise tax refund this year. I filed my taxes in June or July. I always do, not always, but the past couple of years I've been doing an extension just because I keep forgetting that I have to file taxes by March 15th or March 17th, because my business is taxed as an S Corp. So I always forget that. And I keep thinking, oh, I have until the 15th of April. And then my accountant is like, I already filed your extension because you're not going to get this stuff in. So I got a little tax return this year which has never happened. I haven't gotten a tax return since my child was a teenager. So I'm talking about 2013. Normally I get really big tax bills, but last year we made some big investments into the business, we meaning me, because it's just me. And as a result, I was able to get a tax return. So with that tax return, I just put it aside. I haven't touched it. I was going to use it, one, to cover some of my Roth IRA for this year. But then I also knew I had some medical bills coming due. Now, I wrote letters to one of the hospitals and asked for like some support, mainly because even though I'm paying myself every 2 weeks, my company hasn't really earned any new money since May. So I'm like burning down the money that's in the business, right? So I was like, well, maybe they can give me some help or I can get a discount. You got to always ask. You just never know. So I sent all my documentation in and they promptly said no. And I'm like, okay, girl, I had to ask. So I'm going to move $1,982 over to pay those two bills. One is a bill from the emergency room. I went to the emergency room this past summer, and that bill just came in apparently, and it was like almost $700. And then the rest of it is the remaining balance on the bill from my knee surgery that I had in August. So once I pay these, I won't have any more doctor's bills, but I'm grateful that I have cash to be able to do that. So that's $1,982.16, but I just crossed the 16 off because I don't want to be calculating that or writing that. And then I had to cash flow a lot of expenses, like $600 and some dollars for my art business this month. And that was a mistake on my part because I was I'm having this art show. I'm part of this big art show, group show in Charleston next fall. And the institution that's putting on the show, they gave each of the artists, or they're giving each of us stipends. And I was supposed to submit my 1099, and I did not, because had I done it in advance, a check would have been waiting for me when I went to Charleston a week and a half ago. But it was not. So I had to cash flow half of the car rental, gas, things like that. So my art studio has to reimburse me for that, and it has to reimburse me for an annual subscription that I forgot was coming due now, but I will be canceling it. So that's going to be like some money, but the check hasn't arrived yet. So I just left it blank for now, but it's around $650. So we'll see. My mortgage, every time I get paid, I'm a month ahead in my mortgage account now. But every time I get paid, still I put in half of the mortgage, so $874. My car insurance is $197. I just finally went online to see if I could find some other lower car insurance, and I found that Progressive will give me even better coverage than Geico for $94. Now, I've only been with Geico since I've gotten my license when I turned 30 and when I got my first car. And I have like the bare minimum for comprehensive. I have a brand new car that I bought cash last year. So, and I live in Atlanta, and these people don't know how to drive, and I don't want to be in a situation where I can't get my car repaired, God forbid, if something happens to it. But when I did a side-by-side comparison between Geico and Progressive, I can get more coverage with Progressive for less than half the cost, like literally $94. So tell me in the comments. But the only thing with this is that if I leave Geico, I lose the discount that I'm getting on my home insurance. So that's $500 more my home insurance will go up. But when you take all of the savings into account, it's still a net positive of $600 saved. So I am like, do I leave and go to Progressive with my car, leave my home insurance at Liberty Mutual, which is owned by Geico, and just get the $600 savings by doing that? Or should I just stay? Because from what I've read in the Reddit threads, when you move over to like Progressive, they give you a good rate at the beginning, but then they hike you up the next year and next year. So if you have any experience with Progressive or just switching car insurance companies, please let me know. And bonus points if you live in Georgia and can just tell me who you go with so I can do my own research and like check the prices, because I just feel like $197 a month. I have no tickets, no accidents. I've been driving since 30. I have a brand new car. I live in a safe neighborhood. I just don't understand why it costs that much. Like literally, why does it cost that much? So anyway, that gym is $69. My dog's preventative care is $66. I am going to get this down next month. My home alarm is $53. My dog's emergency insurance is $43. And Apple storage, $10. Therapy, $400. So that comes out of the benefits portion up there. And then the medical bills is just $1,982. So the total bills is $3,694. Okay. And then flexible stuff, variable expenses, groceries, I'm budgeting $250. I expect my grocery bill overall for December to be a lot lower because I'm going home for Christmas. And then I'm pretty much just eating what's in my pantry. Like tonight, I'm having llama beans again. I made these Marry Me butter beans last night, and they were really good. And I have some to eat for tonight, so that's what I'm gonna eat for dinner. And I have some other beans in the cabinet. I can make rice and beans another night. And I didn't even go grocery shopping this week. Today's Thursday. I usually go grocery shopping on Tuesday. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go tomorrow, but I'm just probably going to pick up like a rotisserie chicken and some ramen, and then work on having rotisserie chicken with rice and beans and salad that I have in the fridge and that kind of thing. And then as I get almost done with the rotisserie chicken, that's when I start to make soup, like ramen and stuff like that. So I probably won't spend that much money, but I have $250 budgeted. Car gas is $35, although I filled up yesterday and it was $39. So gas is going up a little bit. Shopping, I say $300. I never seem to prioritize myself when it comes to shopping, but we'll see what happens. Kids, $300. I'm definitely going to spend that. I've already started buying all of the kids' gifts for Black Friday. I was able to get my godchildren their stuff, my grandson his stuff. I got my little cousin her stuff. Those are the only kids that I need to get stuff. I still have to get gift cards for my nephews, and that's it. But I'm going to be in a much better position next year because I set up a whole Tiny's binder for all the tiny kids in my life. So that for come Christmas next year, I'll have more than enough money. Household is getting $50, eating out $25, fun money $25, car maintenance $25. I have an appointment tomorrow to get my car oil changed, tires rotated, and then they give a free car wash. So that is going to be about $100, and they quoted me between $103 and $108, which is totally fine because it's at the Mazda dealership, and I just would rather they sold me the car, take care of the car kind of thing. So home maintenance is getting $100. I haven't had the handyman out in a while, mainly because I live in a tree canopy. So they can't do any lawn stuff. Like I learned my lesson. The first 2 years when I got my house, I would do a big old leaf cleanup before Thanksgiving, and then more leaves would drop after Thanksgiving. So I was paying double, and I just didn't understand why. And then I think one time my neighbor said, "Oh, you should just wait until way after Thanksgiving and then do one big cleanup." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I did that last year, and I'm waiting now. I think we're pretty much good with the leaves. So I have a bunch of money in that envelope. So I'll have them come out, but it's going to cost quite a bit because they got to do the roof, the gutters, all of it. Grooming is going to get 40. My dog's grooming is going to get 50. So that's 1,200. And then we go over to some of these are like cash envelopes where money goes in and out. And then we go over here to my sinking funds. So I'm saving up for I have an envelope for my dog for boarding. I'll be dipping into that for Christmas. When I go home, he stays with his pet sitter. Training, we're saving up for his training, first quarter of the year. So I put $50 in that. I set up a home sinking fund. And this is like, I actually really need to have it be a home. I need 2 home funds. Let's just say I'm rearranging my envelope titles for the new year to have a little bit more clarity, because right now my home maintenance is basically lawn and handyman work. It's basically lawn care. And I want to have separate envelopes for that because I just want to keep track of what I'm doing when. So I want to have a lawn and care one for outdoors. And then I want to have a handyman, so anything inside the house. And then I want to have home maintenance, like more like emergency type things. Like if I have to call a plumber or if I have to get a new water heater or something like that. So I want to have a little more, in some cases, I want to simplify my envelopes and combine things, but for other things that are really costly, I need to have a little more refinement. And when it comes to my home, because I'm a new homeowner, I want to do better with tracking what this stuff is costing me, because it really is a cash sink. Like you're sinking a lot of money into your house. I love my house, but I got to figure out what's happening here. So I'm going to put $100 in my home sinking account. I'm starting a medical sinking fund so that when stuff like this shows up, I have at least something. So that's getting $100. And then my American Express, my annual fee is due in January. So I'm just saving up some money. I just started this last month in November. But whatever I have in the envelope will help me pay the $895 fee that's just going to show up on my card. And I'm going to be like, what is this? And then going forward, I'll be sinking this money, so I'll have it well in advance of when it shows up in January. And then the hope is to put $300 into savings challenges, but that may not happen. And let me tell you why. I am really close to being complete with my month ahead binder. If you saw my how much did I save in November video. So we're going to rearrange some of these numbers to come up with the money that I need to be finished with that binder. I made this plan before I counted up my November savings, and I didn't realize I was so close. Actually, I thought I would have more than enough and just be finished, but I have to come up with a little bit of money. So we have to rearrange some of these numbers. So stay tuned. We're going to do that today. And then I just have, in the debt, I have no debt. Hallelujah. I have no consumer debt, no car loans, no student loans. That is what God has helped me get rid of in these past 10 years. And it was one little thing at a time. And it actually wasn't even in the last 10 years. It was in the last 3 years that not true. I haven't had a car loan since 2011. My very first car, had a car payment, paid it off in 2 years, said I never want a car payment again. So I have no car payment. 2019, I got rid of my consumer debt. It was probably around $8,500. I was never really big into like spending money that was not mine. But I paid that off. And then I just paid off, I had $120,000 in student loan. And that was all from graduate school and all mostly interest. Because, when you ignore your student loans, the interest compounds, apparently. I didn't understand that. But now that I understand compounding interest, I don't play around with these companies at all. Now, I want compounding interest to work for me. So that's why I invest in the stock market. But all this other stuff with borrowing people's money, no, I'm good. I don't need it. So no debt. And then I'll fill this out once I'm clear on my studio reimbursement, etc. And then I just had a couple Post-it notes for things that I want to do. I want to make some sinking funds for my art studio. I want to cancel some of these subscriptions. Like I had everything on auto pay for years, and I just wasn't keeping track of everything because I always had enough money. And art sales have been none, zero. Like I've only had one commission this year. So I have to be mindful in times when things are lean that I can't keep carrying these subscriptions. So I went through and wrote them out. I'm going to go through and get the prices, and either I'm going to start an envelope for them or just cancel them. There's only one on here that I absolutely need. Well, two. Canva, which is fine. And then my artwork archive on Squarespace for my actual. Oh, no, actually, these are the ones that I said I wanted to keep. So I have others, but these are the ones that I feel committed to. Canva. Artwork and archive is how I log all my art over the years, and I have hundreds and hundreds of artworks, and my artworks are all over the world. So I like to keep a provenance of like where they are and who has them. Squarespace is my website. There is one artist. She's a writer. Her name is Ursa Daly Ward, and she has a Substack called The Utter. I've been a member of it for years, and I want to keep supporting her. One, because I love the Substack. It's $5 a month. And I feel like if you are in a position to support an artist, do it. It doesn't have to be a whole lot of them. You can find one and just support their work. It's just such a blessing. As a professional artist who is constantly so grateful for things that people do to support my work, I want to pay it forward. So this is a priority to me to keep it. I am going to probably set up a envelope for that. And then my UPS mailbox. And then I wanted to like add some more sinking funds. Like, I have my birthday. Of course, we're going to start saving for that again in January. And then I have my kids. I've set that up so that I can make sure I can send them birthday cards with a little bit of money in it. And then also a Christmas present. And then my Amex 2027 annual fee. And then this was the car insurance. Like I was thinking like maybe I should be paying my car insurance every 6 months if I can get a discount. And even when I asked Geico about can I get a discount if I paid 6 months in advance, they said no. That this is the price. I said, you know what? You don't respect me. You don't respect me. And that's why I need to take my money somewhere else, because you don't respect me. I've been with you since I was 30. That's 15 years, and you don't respect me to give me no discounts nowhere. It's crazy. So anyway, that is my budget. And let's get into some cash stuffing. The question is, do I have my money with me? Let's see. I'm trying to be very organized. Oh, I do. Girl, look at that. Okay. All right, so we are going to get into, another thing. I didn't even tell you what I was drinking. I'm drinking some Bengal spiced tea with milk and brown sugar, but I'm using, you can't see it because it's off frame. I'll show you a little bit. I have a warmer over here. That was one of my Black Friday purchases that I feel like is totally worth it, because I'll sit here and record a video and then it's like, my tea is cold, or I'm working and I'm like, my coffee is cold. I hate this. I don't want to nuke it. So I did treat myself to a few Black Friday things. I think in my last video, I said I spent about $86 with Amazon, and I bought things like the warmer, a matcha brush, a matcha tea brush, because I had it for a year and a half and it had like 5 whiskers on it. It was ridiculous. What else did I get? I got some snack bento boxes so I can start prepping my snacks, because I don't do well with feeding myself. I work so much, or I get so focused on what I'm doing that I'll forget to eat. And that's it. I didn't buy that much. And then the other thing I got that I forgot to tell you in the last video, but now I'm forgetting. It'll come to me. But I didn't spend that much at all. So this is how much we have to cash stuff. We have, girl, I'm not even getting the cash tray. I just don't feel like it. Like, can we just go for simplicity? Let's just be simple. Let's just be simple. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes you know what I want? No lie, I want a cash tray. I like the money to lie almost flat so I can see it, but this is fine. The table's fine. 20, 40, 60, 81. 5, 10, 15. That's it? That's all I have? Oh. 715. Okay, I thought I had more than that. Okay, well, we're gonna make it work. So I have a couple binders because I've already started moving my binders around. One, this is the new, I switched this color. I switched the cash envelope sinking funds to this color. And I made these little envelopes just in Canva. And I made these myself. That's fun. And then I made like the high priority. Low priority, I would never sell these. Because they're not precise. And then miscellaneous. All right, so let's get in here and let's do the usual. We have fun money is getting 25. Although I feel like I owe. Oh, where is that car insurance money? It's in my wallet, so we'll see. Anyway, 25. Eating out is getting 25. So I think that's fine. Let me get my head. Okay. Eating out 25. Fun money 25. Car insurance, let's just go to car insurance, car maintenance. We should have $295 in here, but we don't because I have some in my wallet. 1, 20, 40. Oops, let's do that over. 50. Sorry, 715 minus 50. So that's where we are. So 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 95. Because I have $100. I'm like pointing at it upside down. It's supposed to be $295, but I put $100 in my wallet to pay for the maintenance tomorrow. I'm going to have to put more in there because now I know that the estimate may be a little higher. So I am going to skip because we still have to come up with $120 some dollars for my month ahead. So I'm not going to put anything in car maintenance, and because there's more than enough here. I'm having the car maintained and I still have money in here. So we're going to skip that. So let me put car maintenance as a 0. That's how we're going to find this money. And then we have home maintenance. We have household getting 50, right? Household has 50 from before. This is a new envelope. So I'm just going to say household can get 25. Sorry, 25 this time around. As long as something is going in there. Oops. Yeah, that is totally okay. So today, this is the paycheck from 11/28 sinking. Hey friend, my camera died. I have no idea where we were. Let's just recap real quick, shall we? Fun money got 25. Eating out got 25. Household got nothing. No, household got 25. Home maintenance got nothing for now because that's a new envelope. Lawn and garden got $50 instead of the usual $100, just because we're trying to save. And then I just put $20 in my dog's grooming. He usually gets $50, but we have enough in here to cover what needs to happen with him. Yeah, and that's that. So we now still have $570 left. So let's just keep going. Boarding has $300 in it. You can see I just used $200 to take when I went to Charleston for the site visit, artist exhibition site visit. So he has $300 in here. I know I have to use some of this for Christmas. It's probably going to be another $200 to $280. So I do want to make sure I'm keeping stuff in here. So I think I'm going to keep his $50 going in here. Okay. That's $50. And that brings us to $350. So one, two, 253, 320, 340, 350. So that's great. So now home 2026. This has, I'm not going to put anything in here. This normally would get, let me go back because I'm updating. I didn't put 40, I put 20 in. Oh no, not for me. Sorry, that's right. I didn't put 20 in. And then home maintenance, we're not going to put anything in. This is literally should be lawn care. Because I renamed the envelopes. So this got 50 instead. That one stayed, that one stayed. Okay. Boarding, we kept. Training. Let's go back to our books training. This is another one where it's a priority, but I have enough in here. And what's more important to me is my month ahead. So normally training would get $50 and it currently should have $640 in there. I'm like, we're doing good, so I'm going to skip it. I'm gonna skip it. Or maybe I can do half. Let's just do half. Plus 50. And then that should bring us to 690. The goal here is 1,000, and then I can call the trainer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 650, 670, 690. So, and this is, I don't need to have this. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you this. I'm going to be using my little tracker. So I probably will stop using this one because sometimes you just want to have fun. So I made these. These are in my Etsy shop, but where is my Sharpie that I really want to use? Ugh. It's okay, I can use one of those, I think. Let's see, I don't know. I'll use all the colors. Let's just use all the colors, girl. So each of these is $29. How much did we put in here? We put 50. So not quite 2. So, yeah, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. These aren't really, these shouldn't be used. This is why I need my Sharpie. Ugh. Anyway, I'll update it later. I don't feel like looking too hard for it. Yeah, I don't feel like it's, I see it, but it's underneath a bunch of things and it's going to fall. But anyway, I'm going to use this to keep track of is training. All right, what else do we have on the list? So that was training, medical, and Amex. Medical, Amex. Okay, so Amex, I want to honor because we only have 100 in here, and I just want to keep at it. So we're going to do another 100. Okay. Because I would rather have something to contribute to that January bill than nothing. Medical, we are not going to do 100. We are going to do 50. Let's just see. 1128. We are going to do I'm going to make some change. Put this back in here. We are going to do 20. We're going to do 50. And then that'll bring us to 225. Okay. 152.25. That's something is better than nothing. And 225. So medical we did 50. Okay. So I think we should be okay. Oh, I didn't do, I have to still do a couple other ones. We may come back to that one. I also moved this is my birthday binder, but it's like my personal binder. So birthday in the front, then self-care in the back. So my grooming, I have more than enough money in here, so I may skip it, quite honestly. I have $335 in here, but I just had a wax. Okay, and yeah. So 1, 2, 3. So oh no, I'm only putting 40 in, so that's fine. 40. So we have 51, 52, 53, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75. So 375 plus 40. And this is 1128. And normally I do 95 or somewhere whereabouts there, but because I had gotten a wax on the day that I got the paycheck, it was sort of like, I'm not gonna sink the whole amount. I'm just gonna sink what I didn't spend already. So that is fine. And household. Did I skip household in here? I'm still getting used to like where, oh no, I did put household in this, okay. I'm still getting used to like where everything is now that I've reorged everything. So let's just see how much money we have left, because we have 1 to 50 to 70 to 80, and that makes sense, I think, because some of this was supposed to be savings challenge money. Okay, that makes sense. I did boarding, training, home, medical. Yeah, okay, so now let's see what we can do, because I just really want to finish my let me take this out because I need to take this back to the bank and I don't want to forget. This money I need to take back to the bank. I'm not really good with, I love cash envelopes because I can see the money, but then I have to like get it back to the bank. So I've been making a couple changes to things, like I've linked my credit union account with my bank account, and I've linked my credit union account with my Amex because my credit union is closest to my house. So going back and forth to the bank, that's no issue. It's an enjoyable ride. But going back and forth to the credit union is an enjoyable ride. Going to my bank, no, they are nowhere near me. So I don't want to do that. And the only reason I was doing it for the past few months is because I was going to physical therapy, and my physical therapist was right near the bank, or one of the bank branches. So I will get better with actually taking money back to the bank. What I've been doing is, if I had to cash flow something, and I would just use the money in savings challenges and just say, oh, I guess I'm just going to save this because I'm not going back to the bank to drop off $45. So it's worked out really good in my favor because I'm saving more money, but then I'm not keeping track of that. So I'm just praying that it all works out when I count up the savings challenges. You understand what I'm saying? I'm still getting used to all of this. All right. So this is my month ahead binder. And if you saw my video, why are all of these upside down? I think it's because I put them in that way. I put all the envelopes in the same way. But I just have these month ahead trackers. They're in my Etsy shop. Have at it. But I set up my binder from least in the back all the way to the largest bill or expense. And then I was just using savings challenges to stuff these. This was one of my 3 goals for the year. So number 1 was to double my emergency fund. Number 2 was to save at least $1,200 for my birthday. Number 3 was to get a month ahead in my expenses. So I've done the birthday, and we're about to do month ahead, and I have until June of 2026 to get the double the emergency fund. So let's just get all this together because I don't know what happened here. I think I don't know what I did. Super excited. And then I can get all this money in my high yield savings account so it can earn me some money. I like getting free money by having money sitting in my high yield savings account. So, all right, so this is the last one. Okay, so toiletries are fully funded at $50. So that's each of these circles was $1.25. Internet is fully funded at $81. Why is internet so expensive, considering we all need it? Cell phone is $88, fully funded. Car gas is $90, fully funded. My personal grooming is $95, fully funded. Miscellaneous, this is gas south. This is the gas for my house. It's $150. Utilities, $160, fully funded. My car insurance, $193, fully funded. It's now $197, but it kind of it goes up and down. We're going to say it's done. Home maintenance, $200. That was a lot that I saved for them. Well, I think I was thinking about the summer when I have to get the lawn and stuff mowed. Pet care. So you want to get a pet, but it's at least $285. It could just be I have so much insurance on my dog because I don't want him to get sick and I can't afford it. So that's $285. That's fully funded. Groceries is $550. My mortgage is $1,747. That has been fully funded. I actually started with the mortgage first because I didn't know any better, and I didn't even have a goal at the time to get a month ahead. I just got a magic month paycheck in May, and I said, let me just add an extra mortgage payment to my mortgage checking account. And then it was shortly thereafter, I was like, well, maybe I should get ahead on all of the things. So that's when I started. So this one got done first, and all of them have the little stars if they're done. But now we're almost done with this one. This is the last one. And you'll notice that my health insurance and my therapy is not included in this because, again, my company pays for that. And we have an account that, you know, covers my benefits. And I keep it loaded up because that's important to me. So I'm not worried about that. This is just the stuff that comes out of my paycheck. So each of these is $13.75, and we have 10 circles that we need to fill. It says we need $135.50, but we don't need that much. Let's see. We have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60. We have 160, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 5, 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3. So we have 424, and we need 550. So let us do the math. 424. So we need $126. So that is what we're going to do. 120, 30. So I need $4 back. 2, 3, 4. Oh, let's just take the 2 2s. So now we should have what we need to celebrate. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 280, 90, 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 45, 47, 48, 49, 50. Yay! We did it! All the dings, all the dings. So this is complete, and I am over the moon. Okay, over the moon. And I will be going to the bank Friday morning and dropping off all this money, and nobody better not ask me no crazy questions, because bank tellers are nosy. What do you do? None of your business. And I'm going to a bank that's not my bank, like my branch, where they know me and they see me come in and out to get cash, and they know all about my YouTube channel and stuffing. I got to go to another branch that's closer to the car dealership where I'm going to get the car service tomorrow. So I'm going to say to them, none of your business. Actually, I'm not going to say that because that's me. I'm going to say, you know what? I cash stuff. Take a look at my YouTube channel. That's what I'm going to say. This is what I do. I come, I get the cash, I stuff it, I play games, I save it, and I bring it back to the bank. That's what I'm going to say. And come look at my YouTube channel, Fun Money Co. We out here. Okay, so we are finished. The rest of this money goes to games. So I will allocate that for my super cute savings. And this is going to the bank. Let's put our final star. And I'm going to clear out this binder, clear out the binder. I'm not going to do any more month aheads because I have, in my emergency savings, I have like $35,000 or something like that, right? I'm trying to get from 6 months to 12 months. And technically, if I just add this into my emergency savings, I'm closer. But I saw the month ahead as separate from my emergency savings. In retrospect, I probably shouldn't have. But whatever, it's going into the high yield savings account. I'm just going to put it in its own little bucket that just says month ahead. And it'll be the first place I go to in the event that I need to go there to pay for anything because of loss of income or whatever the case may be. So we are done. And I just want to say thank you to the budgeting community for even inspiring me to do something like this, because it does give you a whole lot of peace to know that you got some money saved. You know, all of this is going back to the bank. Oh, we should probably count up. And then I promise I'm going to get off of this YouTube. All of the money. 50 plus 81 plus 88 plus 90 plus 95 plus 150 plus 160 plus 193 plus 200 plus 285, 550, 1747, $3,689. And girl, I am not unstuffing this. I'm not going to make another video. I mean, should I make another video just to count it up? I know people love those videos. I love those videos. But I just feel like this video is long already. So I'm just gonna think about it. But yay, we did it! $3,689 going back to the bank. All right, let's get this in our fun savings. I love that I get to save. I get to save $154. We did it. Oh, here's my bell. It's right in front of my face. We did it! I'm so happy! Anyway, if you've gotten this far in the video, thank you so much, and I hope you come back. There will be more shenanigans and cash counting, cash stuffing, all the things. And hopefully I'll get a little bit more seamless with it, because this is always very chaotic. Thanks for watching. Until next time, friend. Happy savings and bye.